Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of Intuitive Guidance with Njamo. Today, I am joined by Carla Moonsong, who is a vocal alchemist. I found her beautiful sound meditations on YouTube, and sound is something that I have become increasingly more interested in as a way of create transformation for people. And so I really just wanted to jump on and get to know Carla and get to know how she works with sound and what sound means to her and how she works with it. So I suppose, Carla, I think a really good place to begin, I think, is about, because sound obviously shows up in many different ways from a wide range of instruments, whilst you are choosing to work with a voice, which is what I'm also primarily choosing to work with. So I guess what I'm most curious about, Carla, is what does sound mean to you, and why did you choose to work with a voice over any other instrument that you can use in a sound healing experience?
Hello. Let me get a bit more comfortable. What does sound mean to me? Freedom of expression, I think. It would probably be the best way to describe it. I discovered sound healing in 2019. I was at this yoga place where I was doing hot yoga, and I saw this poster with a gong bath, cocoon gong bath. And I thought, what is this? And they were using their aerial yoga studio, where you would just kind of lay in those things, cocoon yourself in.
Yeah.
And the facilitator was doing the gong bath, and I was so intrigued by it. I thought, what is a gong bath? First of all, I had no idea about it. So I booked myself on it, and it changed my freaking life. And I know, it might be a little bit cliche to be like, it changed my life. It did. Because I went in there and I was like, what is happening? I could feel things that I couldn't explain. Like you can't explain what the vibration of the gongs does to your body. So that was what piqued my curiosity into sound healing. I have been using my voice since I was a kid. I grew up in a family of entertainers. I was singing a lot, but it was media. It was entertainment. It was very, very different. I find it a very toxic environment, and it's all about being pitch perfect and about singing loud and you have to project, you have to do this. I was never allowed to express my voice as it came naturally to me. I had to always act in a certain way. I was always a performer. And eventually, as I grew older, I detached from that life because I became an adult, left the country where I was born in Romania, and I moved to England, and I detached from music completely until I discovered that gong bath. And through that, to cut the long story short, through that I found I went to this music medicine retreat. And that's where I was like, we were working with drumming, we were working with the voice, we were working with a lot of things. And I did go through a bit of an obsessive couple of months where I was like, I need all these instruments. But reality was I couldn't afford them. And there was a little voice at the back of my head. It was like, your voice. Hello? And I was looking into sound healing and sound therapy courses. I wanted to really immerse myself in it. I wanted to learn. And that's where I was like, hang on a second. I don't need to spend thousands of pounds on a gong. I don't need to spend thousands of pounds on a Tibetan bowl or a drum or things like that. I have an instrument that comes free to me, that heals me from the inside, exactly in the same way that all these external instruments do. And that's when I started to heal through meditation and things like that about 2013 or 2014. But in 2019, that's when everything went really deep with healing, because I started to use my own voice as a healing tool rather than, I was doing the odd, singing with a guitar friend around the fire and all that stuff. You know, let's sing a song from the 90s or whatever, but never really intentionally. So that's when I started to use my voice intentionally, and it propelled my healing to a point where I had a massive breakdown at the end of 2019. Because a lot of trauma had come up, a lot of things had come up. My voice actually opened up a lot of, the way that I like to describe it is my trauma lives in a what is it called? In a little dungeon, a dark little cold dungeon where each of my traumas and my parts of me are locked up in cages, and me, by voicing allowing my voice to really be free, I opened up a lot of those cages, and they started to go, hello, I need help, I need help, I need help. So I exploded, and I also healed myself through that breakdown, through sound, through the voice. So that's how it all started. It was just, you know, that's why I say to people, you never know how sound is going to find you. Could be through like a simple thing that you just see a poster for something, and then your life just goes, hello.
Hello. Yeah. It's so interesting because in so many ways, I mean, I was not trained although I did sing in a choir as a kid, but I was never singing professionally as a child. But it's interesting with that both of us have chosen to use our voice primarily as instrument, because in a similar way, I have loads of friends who are really good at playing the gong and playing the bowls and creating those kind of sound experiences beautifully. And being a Leo, I was like, I'm not going to do what everybody else is doing. And then I saw somebody sing beautifully with a bowl, and I was like,
that's it.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to sing with just ambient sounds, basically. And I do think, you know, it's like what you said, the voice is free, right? You have to vocalize it, you have to sit with it, you have to allow it to express itself in the way that it wants to express itself. And I think also, you know, it's beautiful with perhaps some of the occasional imperfections that comes with the voice, right? Because it shows up where you are on the day, rather than, it's not consistent, right? A bowl, unless you break it, it's consistent, it's the same every time, whilst the voice isn't. I mean, obviously in your favor, your singing sounds beautiful. So, you know, if somebody was trying to do a sound bath and with their voice and they sounded like a scarecrow, you know, I'm not sure how pleasant it would be, right? It does have to have some beauty to it, I suppose. So when you work with a voice these days and you create sound meditations by connecting with your voice, like what is the process that you take yourself through to arrive at that space where you decide to hit the record button? Like what is the preparation? Like, how do you arrive there?
So a lot of the times the sort of, how do I call them? I suppose the sounds come to me at the most random times. Like the other week, this is the most recent example that I can give you. The other week I was in the middle of my work day job. I think it was like 11:30 or 12 o'clock in the daytime. I was in the middle of writing an email, and this thing came to me, and I started to hum it, and I thought, this is too good to let go of. So I recorded it. I recorded it on my phone, and I thought, this is going to be my sound healing for next week's video. So that's what I did. I spent possibly about half an hour finding a drone that would match that on my little DAW, my software where I record everything. And then I just sat down, and this is what I do. I just I sit down in my space. This is the space. This is the background that you always see. I just sit down in my space and just take a few minutes to I just let that drone, if I use one, if not, I use a drum or I use something, just let that play for a little while, connect with it, connect to myself. And after that, I press record on all the microphones and everything. and I get myself immersed in that sort of sound healing session. So that's how my recording goes. The ideas could come in the moment if I'm lucky enough, because I only have the weekends to record, because full-time job, yay. If an idea comes on the day when it's my recording day, then that's perfect. Sometimes I'll just sit there and I won't have anything, and I'll just sit, I'll meditate for a while, see what happens, and just allow sounds to come out. Sometimes it sounds like shit. Sometimes it sounds amazing. But whatever comes through, I still post it. At the beginning when I started, I was a little bit still judgmental of myself, and I thought that wasn't perfect. You need to record that again. I don't do that anymore. I just allow whatever comes through, and I think, oh, my voice cracked there. Oh, I was off pitch there. Oh, that's fine. No problem. It is where I'm at. And like you said, the voice sounds very different every single time. Although it might sound that it's similar, everybody has a signature tone to their voice. But, the way that I talk to you today, my voice it's a different sound. If we talk tomorrow and have another interview tomorrow, another chat like this tomorrow, my voice might be completely different and yours the same. And that's the beauty of it all, because it just expresses itself in whatever moment it is at the time. But like in terms of my process, that's what it is. Ideas come. Sometimes I'm on the street walking, going shopping, and something comes and I just put my voice notes. Sorry, there's a ambulance going past my window. If you can hear it. Okay, that's good. Sometimes I just, put my voice notes and I record it there on the street. And then I come home and I'm like, what was that? Okay, is that usable? Oh, not really. I can just use that for myself. And I just keep humming it around the house, and it's a healing for me.
I love that. So, we haven't really touched on why sound is healing in on itself. Like, let's say a gong bath or a sound bath with bowls, or using the voice. Like, what is it? Because you were mentioning earlier that you went to a gong bath and you felt that this gong bath sort of allowed you to, I suppose, explore parts of yourself which has been unexplored for quite some time, and it just brought up stuff. Like, what is it about sound specifically different to, let's say, breath work or visualization or other types of modalities? Like, what for you, what is it about sound specifically that allows that to happen?
The vibration. For example, I don't resonate at all with the crystal balls.
Okay.
Put me around crystal balls and my mind just goes insane. The frequency is too high. It's too high pitched. It makes my ears go crazy. It makes I have tinnitus as well. My tinnitus just goes out of this world. So it's like something, I really don't resonate with them. But give me gongs, it's a low frequency.
Yeah.
Love that. Give me the big Tibetan bowls that, kind of sound a little bit deeper. That's fine for me. That's why I love humming. Sometimes I walk around the house, and as long as I move the hum to my chest, it's like, this is it. You find it, as long as it hits my chest, love it. If it hits my head, I'm not really into it. But then there are people out there that really resonate with the crystal balls.
Yeah.
It's like that's where their frequency is. That's where their vibration is. That's where their healing is. And I think that's the beauty of sound, that is so varied, where you can choose, you can make your voice vibrate at the frequency that works for you. Or you can go to a sound bath, whether it's Tibetan bowls, gong baths, crystal bowls, whatever it is, what are they called? Tuning forks, drums, didgeridoos, whatever it is, you can find whatever your body vibrates to, whatever your body connects with. Everybody's so different. Meditation, breath work, they're beautiful in their own way. I only discovered breath work not so long ago, and I think it's freaking amazing. I didn't even know that it's so amazing, you know? But like they work in a different way. You know, I don't think there's any one that's better than the other. I think the best thing to do is just mix it up. You know,
I agree.
Why not do a bit of breath work with sound? Why not do a bit of meditation and sound? Why not, why not mix it up a little bit? Give your body something to think about. But about sound, my favorite thing is just the vibration of the cells and what happens to them. Like, I haven't made my body to feel in that way with my voice, but with a gong bath, whenever I go to a gong bath, I genuinely feel like my skin afterwards is vibrating. Like, it's tingling in ways that I can't explain because my cells were just doing this all the time, and it just shakes something up within you. It's like you drop something on water, or you sing into a bowl of water and it starts to vibrate. It's the same. I mean, we have so much water in our bodies. Imagine what those vibrations do. But when we're silenced as little kids, or even as teens, or even as adults, when there are people around us that go like, oh, shut up, you're annoying, or can you that silenced us. And there's a lot of people out there that just don't express how they feel. They've been silenced. I've been silenced myself growing up, and allowing my voice to express in that way has shaken up things within me. And that's what I think makes the difference. Is like I don't have to be silent anymore. If I want to, get excited and be like, oh my God, I can express like that. Why not? I don't have to be like, oh, that's amazing. Oh, I'm so excited. Let your voice be free. Even if you scream, if you're whatever it is, allow yourself, because even you don't have to sit in meditation and just hum and chant to heal yourself. Just expressing freely can heal yourself. So I think that's what it is about the sound, is the vibration, is what you resonate with, and that shakes your body, shakes the cells. It helps with nervous system regulation massively. This is how I calm down in stressful situations. Like if somebody annoys me in a meeting at work, I'll just mute my microphone. I'll just sit there. Because just a little bit of that, it's calming my body down. My mind isn't freaking out anymore, making all these scenarios and like, oh my God, that's so annoying. Because it's focused on, hang on, something else is happening. Wait, what are you doing? Shut up. I need to, the ego's like, stop doing that. No. Calm down.
Oh, no. Yeah. I love a deep sound as well, I love a good. It's very nice. And then it drops into the chest, which is very nice. Technically, I'm a tenor, but
yes.
But because I have my singing teacher, because I do have a singing teacher to try and make it sound beautiful.
Yeah.
It still has to sound somewhat beautiful, and she said that she imagines that, because I don't go very low when I guide people through my meditation, but because I do probably drop my voice like 1 or 2 notes, actually my voice is dropped slightly, simply because I've done so much guided meditation at 1 or 2 notes below my singing voice. My voice has actually slightly dropped because of this, basically.
Yeah.
So like guiding people in meditation for over 10 years, right? So probably naturally I have a slightly higher pitched voice. But because I've been doing so much meditation down here, I've trained it to be slightly lower, basically. Yeah, which is interesting, right? Which is that thing, is that you can train your voice to meet different pitches, which is so interesting.
Of course.
Fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, my voice, as you can see, it fluctuates. Sometimes I go really high, and sometimes I go like, But I love that. It used to be, I used to be told you have to find a monotone tone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to find your voice, and you have to stay at the same thing. Yes, you can have a little bit of fluctuation, but you have to do it like this. And it was like every single person that I trained with, and in my childhood, it was just like, you have to find your voice, because you destroy your voice if it fluctuates too much. And I was just like, what is that bullshit? I understand that in the media sort of, and maybe because I grew up where I grew up as well, maybe they were a little bit more closed-minded, I'm not sure. But like discovering sound healing, it was just like it's all about exploration. It's all about allowing yourself to freely express yourself. Like what? So what if I'm screaming up in the up high in the heavens and the whole Manchester can hear me? I don't care. I'm now allowed, and I allow myself to express myself freely. And sometimes if I want to speak in a lower tone, maybe I'm a bit more serious and I want to, come across as raw. I can do that too. So I think that's the beauty of like vocal work and just like expressing yourself freely.
I agree, because even though I have a generally low voice, like I travel up and down. Like, why not?
Yeah.
So interesting. I wonder what the sort of thinking. I don't even know how I would speak in a monotone voice. Like, if I was just speaking like this, that would be really weird.
Yes. Yeah.
Speaking like this all the time.
Yeah, exactly. It just
feels so unnatural.
Yep. But that's the thing, is like you were saying, training your voice. A lot of people train themselves to sound like that. And it's why? Like, train your voice to sound free. Train your voice to sound like you, however you feel in the moment.
Yeah.
Don't train yourself to sound in a way that people expect of you to sound.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
So you've been working on your YouTube for a while, and you're on this journey of exploring how to express your voice. If you imagine yourself in 5 years' time, we revisited this in 5 years' time. What do you see in your mind's eye?
What I see, oh my gosh, it's so big. It's so exciting. Like, I see myself traveling the world. I see myself with, my phone and a microphone, my laptop, and, just in a little backpack, going to place and be like, let's do a healing circle. Let's do a full moon ritual. Let's do a new moon ceremony. Let's do a cacao ceremony with sound. And that's what I see myself, just moving from place to place, sharing, learning. I would love to learn about other cultures and how they use sound, because, there's places like Egypt. Ancient Egypt used to use sound a lot. They've got like these, techniques that they use with their voice. I don't know very much about it, but I'd love to learn about it. I was reading not long ago about it, and I thought, I need to get myself to Egypt and do like a little course about the ancient Egypt sort of vocal techniques and how they use their voice and how the vibrations that they use and all those little thrills and things that they do with the voice. Like, it's so cool. I'd love to go to India and learn Carnatic singing. Is it Carnatic? Yeah. Like, I'd love to learn that, to be like, how can in India they can sing so high pitched in such perfection with all the I can't do it, but I'd love to learn, like, it's just so incredible. So I see myself in 5 years having collected a lot of knowledge, having connected with a lot of cultures, having traveled as much of the world as possible. Although I am a slow traveler, I like to go and settle in places and just explore, not rush. I'm not a rushing around type of traveler. And yeah, I see delivering still on YouTube because I love it. But delivering sound healing sessions and journeys with a mixture of techniques, I'd love to learn throat singing. I'd love to learn what is that one called? I can't remember what the name of it, but overtone.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to learn that. I think it's incredible.
That is quite something, isn't it? Overtone singing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd love to learn how to use my voice in, be way beyond what I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah.
So I see myself as a varied artist as such.
Voice connoisseur.
Yes.
Voice connoisseur. I love that. How fascinating.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really amazing. So as a part of this experience, I usually give people a little tarot reading. Would you like a little tarot reading, Carla?
I would love one.
Let's do it. What star sign are you, Carla?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini. I was like, she's a Gemini.
Of course I am.
My partner, and when's your birthday?
28th of May.
Okay, my partner is 31st of May.
Okay, very close.
Very close. Very Gemini. Full of life. Full of energy.
Yes, yes. Although I have to say that I used to think I'm an extrovert, but I'm not. I love my own space. And after I socialize with people, although I'm out there when I socialize with people and I'm always friendly, always bubbly, I then need a couple of days of me time. I just need to unwind, which is telling me I'm a bit of an introvert, actually.
Yeah.
An introverted Gemini, who knew?
What's your rising in moon, do you know?
Yeah, I'm all air. So, yes, I know. That's why I need a lot of grounding sounds. My moon is Aquarius and my rising is Libra.
Mine too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my rising is Libra and Aquarius moon.
Yeah, there we go.
And then Leo sun, yeah.
Yeah.
How interesting. That must mean somehow we are born somehow at a very... Because what time of day are you born?
I was born at 3:45 in the afternoon.
I don't know how that adds up. I am born at 11 a.m. I don't know.
Yeah, but you were born in a different part of the world though, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was it?
That might explain it.
I was born in Norway. Yeah, and I'm guessing you were born in Romania, right?
Yes, yeah. So the locations will be a little bit different, yeah.
I see. Obviously, your degrees of Libra and Aquarius will also be different to mine.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Oh, I see. That's where I've been trying to find recently, when you're like, oh no, I'm an armchair astrologist.
Yes.
I know nothing at all. But I know just enough.
Yes, same.
Yeah, I have a very good friend who is an astrologer, and I always pick her brain because I think it's kind of interesting.
I'd love to have an astrologer friend.
Yeah.
I would also pick their brain a lot.
I'm an armchair astrologist. That's probably what. So, do you have a question for the tarot today? Is there a question that's on your mind?
No, there isn't. I think let's just see what they say.
Sure.
What's the message? What's the message of the day?
Sure.
I love this. This is a surprise, so thank you.
I always keep it as a little bit of a surprise. So we're gonna be like, oh yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
It was just kind of fun. Okay. Right. I think you have some. I guess what was I going to try to say there? I mean, maybe this is because of what I know about you already, but there is it's like you're being pulled in two different directions, right? You're being pulled in two different directions, and that's creating some internal struggle, right? And the tarot has revealed itself, so there's obviously nothing wrong with getting the devil, but the first card that you got today is the devil.
Oh dear.
And this is where I get the feeling of that there is a scenario, there's an experience, a situation in your life where you are being pulled in two different directions, right? It's what's authentically true to you and what you have to do, right? So yeah, that's what the devil is very much speaking to. I do also think though that you are currently going through a bit of a process where you are reevaluating like your habits and the way that you go about your life, right? And you're spending some time thinking through what that is and perhaps what are some of those habits and ways of being that aren't helping you any longer, right? What are some of those thoughts? What are some of those feelings? What are some of those daily behaviors that keeps you sort of stuck where you are, right?
Yeah, very much so.
And I think that's also what the devil is speaking to, because it does, the devil does have this energy of like disruption to it, but it also has this energy of like quote unquote like negative habits.
Yeah.
When it comes to thoughts and feelings and just the daily things that we do, when it comes to how we speak to people, the kind of things that we buy, the things that we consume, right? It's just like, so I feel like you're a little bit on a journey of like really going, Carla, I need to change, basically.
Exactly. Snap out of it.
Snap out of it. Yeah. And I think the devil is like saying, that's correct. Like, do that, basically.
Yeah.
Do that. The second card that we have got here today is the King of Wands. King of Wands, he's very creative, he's really expressive, and I think that, we've been speaking a little bit about it already throughout our conversation today, and how you're speaking about how your creative expression is what has healed many of the traumas that you are, or sort of carrying from the past. I do also think, though, with the King of Wands, I don't know if there's anybody who you are considering collaborating with or working with, or there's somebody you want to reach out to and just be like, hey, would you like to do this thing together, just to see how that goes?
Yeah.
I think very much with the King of Wands, if it hasn't shown up already, I think there may be an opportunity soon where there is an individual, doesn't need to be a man, but there is somebody in your life that will help to sort of reignite your creative juices, because it seems to me that perhaps some of the creative juices have been decreased for some reason or another, and I think that this person will like enliven that once again.
I need to find my what is it, producer girlfriend.
That is exactly it, the producer girlfriend. I agree, guys. And I think that might be in that King of Wands kind of energy, right? So there's something there. Because working by yourself all the time is challenging, right? Yeah. I do it too. It's hard. You know what it's like, keeping yourself focused, always sort of just doing it all by yourself, basically.
Yep.
We have the Eight of Cups over here. The Eight of Cups is reversed. Upright, you can see this person with 8 of Cups beneath them, and there's a little bit of a sort of scary path to walk through there with the moon, Carla Moonsong looking towards the moon.
That's what I love there. I was like, oh, they're looking at the moon. That's me.
Or looking at the moon. The moon can be mysterious, right? There's a bit of a mysterious path here. They don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah.
But we have the 8 of Cups over here, and I think it means two things. I do think that there's going to be a moment of, I think you're going to have to confront something in August.
Oh.
Something is going to happen in August that you're going to have to confront something emotional.
Yeah.
And have to go like, fine, I will let go, basically. But I also think that the 8 of Cups here does represent like an 8-month cycle that you're about to step into. And I think that there is some level of like emotional transformation that will happen over the next 8 months. But I think August specifically will be, which obviously is next month. So there's very full happening. Full happening. And so, yeah, I also think that, in King of Wands, we can see that he has 2 lines up here.
Yeah.
Beautifully, as we are stepping into Leo season. So I think also this Leo season will be very fruitful for you. I think there's something there which is going to be quite interesting. I do think, though, with the devil, I don't know why, because there was just I can see that there's a shield down in the corner here.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I just got to sort of like, I'm guessing you know what a shield maiden is, right? Which is the female Vikings.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And obviously they would have had in Romania and that part of the world, there was also Vikings, right? It wasn't just in Scandinavia. They would have had their own versions of that. And there is something there about perhaps connecting to the roots of that, or seeing how the roots of that type of vocal expression Yeah. If there's something to look into in how those sort of Vikings and so on and so forth also stand, because I know that you're interested, obviously, in more international expressions of the voice. So there's perhaps something there to also connect with.
Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted to go to the Nordic countries and explore that sort of thing. Yeah, I think
Love that.
it's so cool. And I think, oh my gosh, it would be so magical. One day.
Would be, yeah. Yeah, I don't know where, because obviously I'm Norwegian. I don't know where you would go to experience sort of Old Norse chanting or that type of singing, which is like authentic.
Yes, that's the sort of thing that I would love to. I'll find it. I will find it. Let me just start my traveling journey and then I'll be there. And then I'll give you a call and be like, guess what? Come join me. Let's go and explore it together.
Yeah. How did you feel looking at those cards? Like, what did that evoke in you?
Curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what's happening in August because I'm about to go to Romania for a couple of weeks. I am about to go to Romania for a couple of weeks at the end of the month, and I'm gonna be there like literally the last week of July and the first week of August. And I'm like, could that be that's something that I need to let go of, because there's still a lot of like issues over there and attachments and things like that. So I'm like, oh, am I gonna have to face some demons? I probably will.
You may, yeah. You may have to face some demons, yeah.
Oh, great. I'm so excited.
Facing demons are the worst.
But it's so cleansing as well, though. It's a pain in the moment, but I have to say that once you're on the other side, it's like, thank fuck for that. Sorry, I'm a sweary one, so.
That's right. So am I typically, but I do try to limit it whilst I am on it here.
Yeah. You can beep it out.
It's all good. It is all good. No kids are going to be watching this. So, if people were to go online and find you, Carla, how can they work with you?
Well, they can listen to my new moon and full moon sound healing journeys because I'm very connected with the moon. So I do that all the time for every new moon and full moon. I usually do those for people that want to maybe use them for their rituals or their ceremonies when they go through the moon, the sort of the new moon and full moon. If they find it healing, they don't have to just use it at the moon sort of peaks, but they can use it anytime. I've also got some videos from last year where I created a few tips and tricks on how you can use your voice as a healing tool, and I will start again with those. They just genuinely take so much work that navigating a full-time job and creating scripts and creating videos and making sure like the message is put across and the lesson is there without being overwhelming or too long takes a lot of time. So that's why I created a series of this is how you can use your own voice to heal, and I then kind of went back to just doing the sound healing sessions, the journeys, because they're a little bit more straightforward. It's just to kind of produce in a way.
Yes.
So they can find those videos as well. I think I can't remember what I called the playlist, but there's playlists there for people to just browse at their own in their own time. And I've recently been to a retreat, right? And I've been having some blockages around performing live.
Okay.
Although I skimmed over sort of saying that, growing up, I was a kid performer and things like that. Because I did that, people would think, oh, but it should come naturally to you. But it doesn't, because it was a different thing. Like now I get to perform as myself. I get to be myself. And I'm not performing. I'm just simply sharing my voice. And I've had blockages in doing that in person. So I've sort of allowed myself to just do it online. But by going to this retreat, I went with the intention. It was called the Elements Retreat. It was in South Wales. It was such a beautiful place. We were in the woods with no phone signal, with nothing. It was so good. And I said, as part of that, I would like to express myself in person to these people in a non-judgmental circle. And I did. And the feedback was amazing. And they gave me a lot of courage. And I did a lot of, things. I firewalked and I broke an arrow with my neck. And I did some exciting things that I was like, I need to free this voice. I need to let it go. I need to stop myself from, open those blockages up. And I did. So, of course, there's still work to do, but I also want to start doing it in person. So,
it's the best. I love
yes. Yeah. So that's what, watch the space. Because I'm going to be sharing, obviously, I'm based in Manchester in the UK, and it'll be mostly here in Manchester. I just want to do, women's circle and LGBT circles where everybody's welcome and included, because I find like there's not many healing spaces specific to the LGBTQ plus community, and I want to create that, and I want to do new moon circles and full moon circles, but I'm still kind of scouting the spaces of where I could do that. So once I find them and I find I'm a bit more comfortable with creating something, then I'm going to do it in person as well. So people might find me in person too soon.
I love that. I mean, I don't know. It's totally my Leo. It's the Leo, right? The Leo.
Yes.
So I love live performance,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. And there's something special about the live performance, which I think is, just really cool. It's awesome.
Yeah. You've been doing it for a while, haven't you?
Yeah. So been performing live for like 2 years. Right?
Wow.
2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
No. And, I mean, I think I prefer the live performance over the recorded on YouTube, actually. So for me, it's the other way around.
Yes, that's so interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I do it on YouTube too, but I just love because also I think something about the live performance. It's like, because it's not recorded anywhere, and if I was off pitch or my voice sounded weird, it's like, the people in the room is going to hear it, but nobody else is going to hear it.
Yes, yeah.
It's like, who cares? Right?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I always thought about it, is that, nobody else is going to hear this again, and tomorrow my voice will be different, so it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting way of parsing it through the mind, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. I'm gonna get the courage to do it in person as well.
You absolutely must. I love that. Absolutely. Which I think also probably is the power of that double card, right? It's about stepping out of those blockages within that.
Yeah, for sure.
This has been such a joy, Carla. Thank you so much for coming on. Do you want to tell everybody your website or your YouTube before we close?
Carla Moonsong, at Carla Moonsong. I've also opened a Instagram recently, which I'm still getting used to. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it.
Right, do it. It's totally way.
Yeah, I'm stepping away from TikTok because I was on TikTok as well, but I'm gonna close that out on Monday because it's all a sales pitch, and I'm just I just want to stick to YouTube. Like YouTube is my thing. So if anybody can do anything to support me, is watch my YouTube videos. I'd really appreciate that.
We absolutely will. Thank you so much for coming on. This has been such a joy.
Thank you so much for having me.